What's going on, guys? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I just wanted to start this video off by saying I have been a bad car parent, take care of, and I've done something that I always said I would never do. I have been neglecting my poor LS swapped Camaro. I haven't touched this thing for probably 3 months. As you can see, it's got flat tires both sides. I haven't touched it since I bought the Catalina, which was every bit of 3 months ago. But yeah, this thing is sank up to the rims, mud all over it. So, and also the last time I drove it, I actually broke it. There's so much, what's it called? The rear end turns so much in this thing because it needs track bars. What's it called? Axle wrap. That's what it's called. Get this thing open. There's so much axle wrap that it twisted the shock. It twisted it so bad that it pulled the two bolts, what snapped them off, that hold it into the body. So we're gonna get this thing back running. Like I said, it's been every bit of 3 months. We need to get some air in these tires, get that shock fixed, and we're gonna get this thing out and drive it. And it still needs a transmission, still needs a drive shaft, but I can't let it sit here anymore. It's breaking my heart. I've got a lot of time and money and effort in this thing, so we're gonna spend the time and get it back on the road. Like I said, I'm still in the market for a transmission. Maybe we'll find one. If not, I'm gonna continue to drive it the way it is. It's still drivable, just needs synchronizers and third and fourth gear. So let's get the hood open on this thing. We'll check the fluids. I don't think there's even a battery in it anymore, so let's get up front, get the hood open, and get started on that. All right, let's see. Man, there's stuff just all over this thing. And of course, yes, there is no battery, but good time to check the oil. Looks full, but we'll check it again just to be sure. Oh yeah, we're good. Still looks brand new. Coolant, full to the top. All right, let me go grab a battery for this. We'll get in here and see if this thing will want to start up for us. All right. Man, all of a sudden it really seems like it's gonna rain. Just give me 20 minutes or so to get this thing in the garage. It has been raining here non-stop for like the past, it seems like month, but it's been every bit of a week straight of nothing but rain. It's been a bit ridiculous. Man, this thing needs cleaned up. It is a dirty, dusty mess. All right, let me hop in here and see what happens. Come in. Huh? I hear the fuel pump working. What do you think? 2 pumps, 3 pumps? Go for 3. Neutral. More pumpage. Loyal. Got oil pressure. Nice. Okay, got up to 40 on the oil pressure. Probably ain't gonna idle for nothing. Nope. All right, I'm gonna let this thing sit here and warm up for a minute, get the fluids going in it. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to drive it in the garage on flat tires, so. Still sounds good. All right, I'll be back once this thing gets some temperature in it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing in the garage. It's barely even running right this second. Don't die on me, honey. Don't do it. Come on. Oh, Oh, she loves it. All right. Oh, I forgot how touchy she is. Don't knock a tire off the beat. Just get it in the garage. Do burnouts later. Well, she made it in. Still ain't warmed up all the way. Poor thing on its flat tires. All right, let me get some air in these tires. Man, the more I look at this thing, the worse I feel. Just left this thing out to dry. Oh my. Chuck's got a leak. Anyways, we'll get these things aired up, and then we'll have to take off the other wheel and get that shock fixed. Like I said, it twisted off, or it snapped off the 2 bolts that hold it into the body. So I'm sure that's going to be a fiasco itself to get the bolts out of there. Hopefully we can get to the top of them in the trunk or something. If not, we might have to cut a hole in the trunk. I'm not sure because it snapped them off flush. So regardless, it's got to be fixed. I want to drive it without it. Alright, let's get this thing jacked up, get that other wheel off, and see what we got to do to get this thing back together. Alright, for those of you who are new here, if there's any of you at all, this car, I completely built it on YouTube. Well, I started my YouTube channel with this car. It is an 81 Camaro. I picked it up. It's sitting in the weeds for 18 years. We went completely through this car. Everything underneath of it's all new. It's got an LS 5-speed. We put new floors in it. Did all kinds of stuff. Put a new rear end. If you haven't seen any of that, go check it out. It's all in the channel. I did dyno it and made 400 to the wheel, which is pretty impressive for what's done to the motor. But anyways, let's get this wheel off here. Okay, like I was saying, I was driving this thing and I launched it one time, and up in here you can see is the remnants of the last 2 bolts that were in there. Unfortunately, they don't go all the way through to the trunk, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to get those out of there yet. And the other unfortunate part, it's in a really bad spot to be videoing. But I'm gonna come up with a plan here, and we'll see what we can't get into. But yeah, like I was saying about everything being new, it's a brand new gas tank, new exhaust, fuel pumps over there, the new rear end. Everything in this car has been gone through and replaced. So if you want to see any of that, go check it out. But I'm gonna do some looking on this, figure out what I can do to get these out of here, and I'll show you what I figure out. Okay, so we got a little lucky with this first one here. I put the vice grips on it, and it's just gonna back right out of here, which is a bonus. But that back one, it's not doing so hot. Might try to weld a nut to it or something. Hopefully we can get that out of there, because I don't want to have to cut a hole in the trunk lid, because this here is the trunk floor, and there's just like a plate up here that's welded to the body, and able to get to the top of these, we'd have to cut the floor out. So I might try to throw some heat on it real quick, put the vice grips back on it, see what happens. But if that don't work, I'll get the welder out and we'll go that route. Okay, so after many failed attempts, we did end up getting it out. I'm not going to pick it up and show you because it's still hot. But we have the shock here. The shock's still fine. As you can see, it was quite the mess in there. We got the welder out. Just welded some nuts on there. Well, roughly 8 of them. We did end up getting it out though, so that's a plus. I've got 2 more bolts that I had in a bin laying around. So we're going to attempt to shove this back up in there, and then this thing should be back on the road. So let me get after getting this back up in here. All right. Like I said, this shock's still just fine. I'm partly wondering if it was just bad bolts, but I do know that we have a astronomical amount of axle wrap with this thing, because the what do you call it? The bolts that hold in the drive shaft, the axle is wrapping so much that it has actually started to waller the heads off of the bolts that hold the U-joint together. So it's not the best situation, but what are you gonna do? Man, I forgot that this was a pain with the new bushings, because they're not wore out yet. Come on, just grab one thread. That's all we need. Alright, I'll have to fight with that. But let's see if we can get 2 new bolts up here in the top. Be a good place to start, huh? Hopefully the threads are still okay enough to take a new bolt. The old ones did thread out fine. The first one, obviously, it came right out, but the other one, it didn't really fight after it broke loose, so I'm gonna say that we should be good, but get in there. Perfect. Alright, let's see if this impact will fit up in there. We might have to get an extension. There's one. There's 2. Alright, I'm gonna fight this together down here, and then that'll be back together. Okay, car's all back together. It's been a couple days. I went and got myself my ears lowered and my chin raised. Let's go get this thing's ears lowered and get this thing all cleaned up. It is terrible. Take it out to the car wash, get her cleaned up, and then take her out for a little drive to Mexico. Me and Kyle are out here in Mexico, and we keep having issues, and I think the only way to fix it is to keep running it hard. every once in a while it cuts out. That was 4th gear, by the way. We'll come back if we have any other issues. But back there, I don't know if you're telling the time lapse, but every time I went to do a donut, it would just backfire and shut off. Not too sure what that's about. We're gonna give Kyle the camera and we're gonna have some fun. Don't worry, we're in Mexico, Grandma. Could I possibly interest you in a ride? That's too bad. Okay, I'm done now. Let's go. Okay, so I have this friend that keeps doing burnouts in front of my house, and I think it's finally time we go repay the favor. He says he's out mowing, and he doesn't know we're coming in this. We'll see him when he gets there. Alright, we're coming up on the perpetrator's house, but unfortunately my back tire is almost bald, so hopefully it'll hold on for as long as I'm about to do this burnout in front of this Yahoo's house. Oh, he's outside. He's outside. I'm pretty sure that I owe you this. We better go back and apologize. How's that tire doing? Because it's
not good.
Is it showing wires yet?
No, you're good. You have 3 or 4 more burnouts inside.
Let me see. Oh, she's mint. Alright, it's the next day, and after all that yesterday, we ended up going uptown on my little town here. They have a lap night, and ended up cruising the thing all night. It did just fine. The tires are gone. I don't know how I didn't come home on rims, but you guys have to let me know what you want to see me do with that thing. Really, every time I get it out, I just terrorize it every time, so maybe that's the plan with it, just keep terrorizing it, I guess. But we definitely got to find a transmission for it. Definitely should get the drive shaft made once we get a transmission. And again, if you haven't seen any of the build videos on that thing, they're all on the channel. Go check them out. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video. It's outside, just in the rain. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Please hit that subscribe button. We're like 100 away from 1,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all the stuff, you know. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.